Johnny, a couple of years, he said, found out where he lived. He had a zoo in Nashville. He had a house in Nashville, and we go in to meet June, his missus, and Johnny, and he shows us this table's filled with plates of everything. I'm like, wow, we're just the two of us. He said, no, honey, that's my cookbook. I'm just doing a photo shoot for my cookbook. We're in here, we're having so we go into their kitchen, and we sat there, myself and Adam, and Johnny goes, shall we pray? And Adams wasn't a praying type at that time, but he was like, wow, it's Johnny Cash. So,
you have to pray.
We all held hands and whatever. And Johnny Cash made this beautiful, poetic blessing. And I just thought, wow, of course he's touched. And then he just turned to Adam and just goes, sure missed the drugs, though. And Adam just fell in love with him, because he couldn't be pious.
Right.
He had to be himself.
Yeah.
Years later, and we really...
Look at that.
Oh, wow, there you go. Oh, that's so... Oh, my God.
There it is.
That's Adam there, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he might have had a few tequilas. Yeah. And I don't know, but, oh, wow. And I'm giving it the arty, poetic face. I am a poet, like you are. And I calls. I heard he was in trouble. He was very ill. Years later than this, and I called up, and June answered the phone. Excuse the poor Texas accents, all you Texans out there, but she was like, or Nashville in her case, she was like, oh, Bono, wow, thank you for calling. It's so good to hear from you. How's Dublin? How's Alley? How's the Burlington? This is a hotel, right? And I was like, great. And we're talking, phrases with June. She said, what's going on with this? And I'm going, what's going on? And I said, look, eventually I said, look, June, I'm just calling because I heard John wasn't well, and I just wanted him to know and that we're thinking about him. She said, oh, honey, we're in bed. He's right beside me. And he hands me the phone, or she hands him the phone. He goes, sorry about that. And, I'm fine. And bless her. Actually, June passed away first. And Johnny called Rick Rubin, and those American recordings were a result of a conversation he had with Rick Rubin, where he said, please, will you work with me? Because if you don't, I will die.
Wow.
And that's why, if you hear those American recordings, amazing version of Nine Inch Nails.
Hurt.
Yeah. Did a version of One, also Depeche Mode's Personal Jesus. I mean, it's just, what a voice.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Johnny Cash?
Huge.
What's your...
I used to have a dog named Johnny Cash.
Does the dog bite?
No, he's not anymore. He's dead. He didn't bite when he was alive. He was a nice dog. It's just